Sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I'm the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright.
Hey everybody, it's me, your girl Tamar Braxton, and I'm with the princess from the Life with the Princess show, the voice of her generation. Yeah, baby.
We are the Heather Hills Philanthropists, and we listen to Life with the Princess radio show, the voice of our generation.
Hey everyone, it's me, Miracle, #the Princess, and welcome to my radio show called Life with the Princess Radio, the voice of my generation. My show is about kids, and it's also for kids, and it's about giving God the glory. You can check me out on YouTube at Life with the Princess channel, on Instagram, and on Musical.ly at Life with the Princess. I want to start off with something I call Miracles Moment. Today's Miracles Moment is life is 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you respond to it. Now for Miracles Word of the Day. Miracles Word of the Day is entrepreneur. It means a person who organizes and a business and a businesses talking on greater than normal financial risk to order to do so. My guest today knows all about that. Shelly Bell is the founder of Black Girl Ventures, which helps Black women get funded for their businesses. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So what is Black Girl Ventures and why is it important?
Black Girl Ventures is a social enterprise that seeks to create access to capital for Black and brown women entrepreneurs. One of the ways we do that is a pitch competition that's disruptive. So the traditional pitch competition is like Shark Tank with an audience. But we toss out the judges, so there's no judges. We engage the community, so the audience gets to vote and ask the questions. And then we raise money at the door and we give it away to the founder, who wins. It's important because right now, Black and brown women, or Black women, are starting businesses at 6 times the national average, which means that we're starting businesses faster than everybody else. But we're not getting funded at the same rate. So in general, Black, brown people, women, the LGBT community all receive less than 8% of venture capital. Black women in particular receive less than 1% of venture capital. So there's a lot of, there's gaps in access to capital. People need money to start their businesses, but also there's gaps in access to generational wealth. So we don't have friends and family who we can go and say, hey, can I borrow $50,000 real quick so I can try out my business idea? Due to, historical things, laws that have prevented us from getting access to certain wealth and owning property, we just don't have it. So I came up with this as a way to create access to capital for people who don't have friends and family around. Okay, so how many people have you helped so far? That's an interesting question because, how many people I've helped probably spans way outside of the people that I can identify, and I feel blessed, and I'm thankful for that. But if it just people who have passed through our program, we've had over 300 applicants. We've been doing this for 2 years. We have funded 11 women. We have about 75 women who have pitched. And we have thousands of people that we're reaching out to every day and constantly having conversation with them about what's going on with their business. How can we help them? We have a Facebook group, a Facebook page. The Facebook group is really active, which is people answering questions and posting things that they're doing in the community.
So how many people do you need to start a business?
How many people do you need to start a business?
How much?
How much? How much money or how many people?
People. And money.
Okay. How much money? So that's such an interesting question because it really depends on the business. And I've been having a conversation with people lately in the world of accessing capital, just around, well, what does it mean? Like, how much does it take to really make a business successful? And that's not a number that anybody really knows right now. It's not, because there's so many variables in business. It can be, if you're starting a product business, you're going to need money for that product. Versus if you're starting something that's online, you might only need a website. So the costs vary. When I started my businesses, so outside of Black Girl Ventures, I have a t-shirt business called Misprint USA. And then I have a clothing line called Made by a Black Woman. When I started these, my mom gave me about $5,000, and I took my tax money and invested it as well. So I would say around $10,000 is a good number to shoot for, to be able to get some product and like get some marketing in. It's nowhere near enough, and that is really, really low to start. But I would say somewhere around there. In terms of people, yourself, and like maybe one other person at first. But again, depending on the business, if you're going to be doing a lot of operations, you want to have somebody that can handle some of your marketing. You want to have somebody that can respond to customers. You want to have someone who, and maybe when you start out, you're starting out very lean. Lean means you're doing all that you can without spending a whole lot of money. So you may have two people that really get it off the ground, but then as you grow and scale, you're going to need at least a team of 5 to 7 people, then you can grow and you grow and grow. So it just depends on where you are.
So what are some business ventures you funded?
We funded Minky Blue, which is out of Philly. So we do competitions in DC, Baltimore, and Philly. Minky Blue is it's a backpack. It's a premium, like a high-end backpack, where she has patented technology to separate the top from the bottom. So it's solving the classic issue of like women who you carry a lot, you're commuting a lot, you have a lot of things in your bag, and like everything's in the bag. Your fruit's in the bag, right beside your shoes, right beside your makeup. And so what she's done is she's created a pouch at the bottom of the bag where you can unzip it and you can it has like a separate compartment. It's amazing. Here in Baltimore, whoop whoop, we have funded B360. B360, the founder is Brittany Young. She's amazing. I love her. And she works to help kids who are riding dirt bikes, because in the cities, dirt bikes and like four-wheelers, they're illegal to ride in the city, and so people are often getting in trouble for them. So what she's done is she's taken those kids and turned them into entrepreneurs, turned them into engineers. She teaches them how to fix dirt bikes, teaches them how to make their own helmets. She does work with like material science, where she teaches kids like how to make slime. Like, she's just amazing. She's right here in Baltimore, and she is now an Echo and Green Fellow, which is a very high prestigious fellowship to get. They have like hundreds of people that apply, and a small amount of people make it in. And she recently got awarded an opportunity to be a part of the Echo and Green Fellowship.
Okay. So what do you look for in a business that you want to help fund?
A resilient founder. A great business idea that generates money, of course. So we want you to have something that makes some money. But we also, if the founder is resilient, they will make it through to whatever the part of the idea is that makes money. So those things are important. So it's like, how resilient is the founder? How hard will they work? How hard will they bounce back? And then whether or not they are willing to, because that will tell me the tell on whether or not they're willing to refine their business idea to the point where it can make money if it doesn't make money at first. So is it a viable product? Like, will it make money? And then are you a resilient founder?
So have you ever funded a business starting by a young person?
Well, yes. So we have a woman, her name is Miracle Olatunde, and she is out of Philly. She has a business called Opportunity Me. She's 18 years old, and she's going to college now. And her business helps students find opportunities for internships and for scholarships all in one place. She just got accepted into the virtual startup school of Y Combinator, which Y Combinator is also a very prestigious accelerator group. That's where like Twitter came from. That's where Airbnb came from. So it's huge. And she got accepted into their virtual startup school. But I am actually looking for more kid entrepreneurs, so entrepreneurs who are under 18 or between the ages of 18 and 25. We have people between the ages of 18 and 25, but under 18, I would love to find more kid entrepreneurs. We do have BGV Next Gen. So you can go to our website, you can click on Next Gen, and you can fill out your information about your business. And when we have speaking opportunities, or when we have opportunities to, if you need support, you can reach out to us. We want to have you a part of our community as well. So yeah, I am looking for more kids. You know any kid entrepreneurs?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
So what advice can you give to someone who has a business?
Someone who has a business. If you have a business, I would say don't spend time on whether or not your business is the right business to do or whether or not it's the right thing. Spend every available moment on finding someone who will buy it or who will actually download your product. Don't worry about right and wrong or is it perfect. Done is better than perfect. And so when we spend a lot of time spinning our wheels on validation, it's internal validation, not even customer validation. So a lot of people just in their own offices or buildings or with their product by themselves with their team saying, is this right? Is it right? Is it right? And they haven't even gone out to see if customers want it or are addressing the actual problem. So stop worrying about right or wrong. Stop worrying about whether or not your business is good. Hey, your business is good. Spend every available waking moment on who's going to buy it, who's going to do it, how you're going to make money.
Okay, so last year you helped a pitch competition in Baltimore called Boss Up. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so that's the same pitch competition that I've been talking about this time. We moved from calling it Boss Up, so now we just call it the Black Girl Ventures Pitch Competition. We have held 2 in Baltimore so far. Our first winner was, like I said, Brittany Young from B360, and then our winner for this year was Tia Goodson, and she has an app called Pineapple. And Pineapple helps women find the right products for their hair, whether you're in this country or in other countries. So she's pretty awesome as well. We've had a couple other people pitch. So our Baltimore ambassador, I want to mention her. Her name is Takia Ross. She's amazing. She has a mobile makeup studio, and she also has a makeup studio that's in an actual building called Accessmatized. But yeah, we've had an awesome time in Baltimore. We work with the Startup Nest. The Startup Nest was our venue sponsor, and we also work with the Living Well. They were our venue sponsor from last year.
So how can the community get involved?
There's a couple ways that the community can get involved. If you're a woman out there with a business, or if you're a kid entrepreneur, absolutely go to our website at blackgirlventures.org. Apply to pitch, join our mailing list, that kind of thing. You can also, as the community, if you don't have a business, or if you do have a business and you're not ready to pitch, you can absolutely show up. You can vote. Have a good time with us, because it's a good time as well. If you're out there and you want to give to Black and brown women entrepreneurs, definitely you can go to our website and donate. You can also just share what we're doing on social media. We love to have people who are engaging, and you can ask us questions under our posts. You can feel free to join our Facebook group if you're a woman who needs support.
So if you have a question for Shelly Bell of Black Girls Ventures, give us a call at 410-41-1010. That's 410-41-1010. So how can people get help through your organization?
So there's a couple things. We do lots of events. The pitch competition is one of our main ones, but lately I am proposing. I'm not traditional, so I like to disrupt things, and I like to, try new things and figure out what really works for people. So there's been, for accelerated programs, they have been around for years. Everybody's doing 12, 13-week engagements where you go to courses, you enroll in them. Sometimes people move to other sides of the country and things like that just to be involved in accelerated programs. Well, in the Black and brown community, we can't always pick up and move because we have family you have to take care of, we have kids, we have all types of responsibilities. So things things that we're creating for the future are 2-hour, 4-hour, and 8-hour engagements where you can come in live and like really focus on something specific, but then followed by really strong virtual communities. So for the 2-hour engagements, we have the pitch competition. For the 4-hour engagements, we'll be doing things like content camp, where we help people develop content for their business. We'll be doing just like things where we like get together and bounce ideas off each other. And for the 8-hour engagements, we'll be doing like festivals and things that we can actually like bring in other type of creatives and things like that. So ultimately, you can engage or get support by coming to an event. We also have, so there's 3 ways you can engage with us online. You can, if you just want to follow what we do and you like it and you're excited, you just want to get updates, you can be like the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/blackgirlventures. You can become, if you want support, you're just starting a business, maybe you have an idea, you don't know where you want to go with it yet, or you just want to find other Black and brown women founders, you can join the Facebook group. If you're absolutely looking for investment, like you're ready, your business is at that level where you want an investor to come on board, then you can join our Slack channel. So all of these are on our website too, under Get Involved. It was a whole lot. So you don't have to remember all of that. You can go to the website and blackgirlventures.org, and it'll tell you like which community might be the best community for you to join under the Black Girl Ventures umbrella.
Okay, so have you thought about bringing Boss Up to other cities?
Absolutely. So we are actually about to do a 4-city tour called the BGV Big 4. We are doing Atlanta on October 12th. We are doing Chicago on October 19th. We'll be in DC on October 26th, and then we'll be in New York on November 2nd. So we're about to kick that off in the next 2 weeks. All applications are on a rolling basis. So, and next year, our Baltimore date is April the 6th. We will be a part of the So You Want to Pitch conference, which is organized by Takia Ross and her team at Assessmentize. We'll be having a BGV pitch competition as a part of the So You Want to Pitch conference.
Okay, so we have to take a break, but when we'll come back, we'll have more of Shelly Bell, and we'll also have Miracle's message, and the princess spills the tea.
I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright.
Welcome back to Life with the Princess radio show, the voice of my generation. I'm your host, Miracle #The Princess, and I'm here with my guest, Shelly Bell, for Black Girl Ventures. So who's your inspiration?
Wait, before I say my inspiration, I want to make sure that I mention Tanika Craig. She is when you asked me about youth entrepreneurs, she's a youth entrepreneur here in Baltimore. She has a company called Brow Boost, which is started from her being bullied about not having full eyebrows. And she created this company that helps you actually create a very full eyebrow look called Brow Boost. And she's right here in Baltimore, so I want to make sure I mention that. She was just recently covered by Forbes magazine too, so yeah, you should definitely check her out. My inspiration, people, I've done so many interviews, like whether it's, for entrepreneurship or for being an artist, and people ask me that all the time, and I don't really have like one. I would say that with Black Girl Ventures, I work around the clock. Like people are just like, do you sleep? What are you doing? Are you a real person? And so through all that work that I do, when we get to the competition and I see the women and like their excitement and like, I have a moment before where I like really talk to them like, look, this space was created for you. Don't worry about nothing else. Like go in there and like get it in. and then they get out there and they pitch, and afterward they feel so amazing about it, and then like the person who won like cries, and it's like may have been her first win. Like that moment is everything for me. It's the reason why I push forward. It's the reason why I keep going. Like anything I have to do to create that moment where somebody actually gets money in their hand that they didn't have before to run their business means everything to me. That's what keeps me motivated to do it over and over. Yeah. Oh, wait. I said Tanika. Her mom is Tanika. She is Tania. Okay. Tania, correct.
So when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh my gosh, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pediatrician, and people told me I talked a lot, so then I should be a lawyer. So then I was like, oh, well, I'll be a lawyer. And I don't know, like I really... it was just what people was telling me, right? Or like what looked like the thing to do because I was a kid. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to be a doctor. It'd be great because I like working with babies. And then I was like, yeah, nah. And then people were like, oh, you talk a lot, so you should be a lawyer. I don't know I have to talk to some lawyer friends to figure out if that's a real trait of a lawyer. But anyway, I was like, okay, well, cool, I'll be a lawyer. But as I grew up and we had computers in our house, so I did a lot of like playing with computers and like figuring things out. I ended up going to college and my degree is in computer science actually. So I'm an engineer and I like it. I like figuring things out. So the engineering side of things is always enticing to me, and like because it gives me an opportunity to really comprehend and like ask questions and like be curious and break things and put it back together kind of thing.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing about being a business owner?
I can do what I want. Like my favorite thing about being a business owner, one of my friends said once that he was like, you don't get to determine how much I'm worth, right? So, when you think about it and applying for a job, it's like I take all of my abilities and I put them on this one sheet of paper. By the way, like I've been alive for over 30 years and you want me to put everything I've done on one sheet of paper that matters to you, right? So I do that and then I submit it to you and then you come back and tell me, oh, that's great. You're worth $45,000 a year. What? Like, you don't get to tell me that. You don't get to tell me that I'm worth $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year. Are you kidding me? Like, no. You also don't get to tell me when I can go to work if I don't feel good. You also don't get to tell me when I can go to lunch. You also don't get to tell me when I get off. Like, I don't dig that at all. Like, I like this life of I do what I want and I kind of create my own schedule and move things around. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times when it's really stressful and like I pretty much am never off. I have to force myself to quote unquote be off. But I love it because then if I don't want to be on today, then I could just go to sleep. Yeah.
So I have this game I like to play called Would You Rather? So would you rather raise $1,000 for 100 businesses or $100,000 for one business?
Wow. That's such a great question. Is the one business a really money making business? Because I look at it like I would rather if I have a money making business that's gonna give me 10x returns, I'm gonna put that $100,000 into that one company.
Okay.
Do I get to pick a third? Can I like split it? Can I do 50K and 50K? Like 50K in the one I know will work. But yeah, ultimately, yeah. If it's a money making business and I know like it's gonna bring me, $1 million, and I'm gonna put that 100,000 in that one business.
Okay. So would you rather help a business that has the best chance of financial success or a business that can do the most good in the community?
Dang, that's so good. My VC, my venture capital side says the one that's gonna bring me the money. Well, it's kind of hard because I wonder what is gonna bring me the money. Just to be completely clear, and like, we will help the community after we make the money. The more money we make, the more good we do. The more good we do, the more money we make. Like that has to be the cycle. And I think sometimes it's uncomfortable with people talking about money, but no, like money is the point. So we're going to help people, because we are naturally people who help people. Like that's the thing we also have to remember, like as a culture, we're just built to help people. So we're going to help people, but we don't focus enough on making money. So I want to make the money and then I'll help all the people after I make all the money.
Okay, so also if you could switch places with someone in the business world or the community, who would it be and why?
If I could switch places with someone in the business world, maybe Warren Buffett. I feel like the reason why is because he really, not only is he like one of the wealthiest men in the world, but just because I feel like he has a good grip on, or at least from, I mean, who knows what he is in real life, but I feel like he has a good grip on letting how companies operate. And he has like, he's more of like a mastermind behind multiple things operating. Versus like having to be hands-on or like constantly in a business. Like, and a lot of even some people at the top that I see, they seem so still involved, and he's kind of like, he's like back here, he's like Santa Claus almost in a way. He's like back here, he's like, okay, but he never rides the sleigh. He just like, he has a separate Santa Claus that rides the sleigh. You know, like he's just like an orchestrator. And I would say that if I could sit back and just orchestrate and all the money flow and all the help that I want to see happen in the world flow, that would be why. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for being on the show today. How can people reach you if they want more information on getting funding?
They can contact us at blackgirlventures.org, join our mailing list, or fill out our contact form. They can always email us at contact@blackgirlventures.org as well. Again, the Facebook page, Black Girl Ventures. Instagram, follow us on Instagram. Instagram is fun. It's at Black Girl Ventures. You can tweet us at BGirlVentures, social media, and the website for sure.
Okay, so that does it for, well, we're almost out of time, so that does it for my show today. Do you know someone who's doing good in the community or at school? Let me know. For booking information or to be a guest on the show, email me at lifewiththeprincess@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to my show called Life with the Princess Radio. You can check me out on YouTube at Life with the Princess channel, on Instagram, and on Musically at Life with the Princess. Now, my radio show is on every second and fourth Saturday of the month from 10:30 to 11 here on WLB 1010 AM. Talk to you again on October 13th.
I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my Father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright.
Hey everybody, it's me, your girl Tamar Braxton, and I'm with the princess from the Life with the Princess show, the voice of her generation. Yeah, baby.
We are the Heather Hills Philanthropists, and we listen to Life with the Princess radio show, the voice of our generation.